Hi, VencoreWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Tuesday, December 9th. A major coastal storm is pounding away at much of the Mid-Atlantic region this morning. It is slowly intensifying off the Mid-Atlantic coastline as it moves to the north. It will run into an atmospheric roadblock by tonight, tend to loop around or stall out across southern New England, and that will prolong the precipitation event here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Most of the rain that falls this morning and into the afternoon will be in the form of plain rain in the immediate I-95 corridor. There still is some freezing in the northern and western suburbs of Philadelphia and well to the north and west of the district down in the Washington, D.C. metro region. Now, by tonight, the next phase of the storm will begin when wraparound colder air will change much of the precipitation to snow or snow showers, and there certainly still can be some slick spots and some small accumulations late tonight and on Wednesday, even into the immediate I-95 corridor region. We'll have to monitor this basically on an hour-by-hour basis later today into tonight. Again, the next phase of the storm will begin tonight when the colder air wraps around. Now, surface temperatures tomorrow will be pretty similar to today, well up in the 30s, but it will be colder throughout the upper part of the atmosphere, and that will produce the possibility of some snow shower activity, perhaps even a heavier burst of snow or two. Late tonight and tomorrow is the time in question with respect to potential snow problems in the I-95 corridor. Let's get right into the situation right now. Here is the location of that surface low. It continues to slowly intensify. Lots of heavy rain across New Jersey right now into east central Pennsylvania. It tends to be kind of a dry slot at the moment in across the Delmarva Peninsula. But notice also this comma-shaped development here to the precipitation pattern. This is in what's called a cold conveyor belt type of region here to the north and west of the surface low. That will be the area to watch come late today and especially tonight and tomorrow. This is the area that will fill in with some precipitation in the colder air on the backside of the storm, and that could cause some potential snow problems even into the I-95 corridor, primarily from the Mason-Dixon line north and east. The D.C. area can see some snow shower activity tonight and on Wednesday, but their chances are less down in that region as compared with the Philly suburbs all the way up to the north and west suburbs of New York City. So again, we have kind of a dry slot right now that will fill in later today. Development continues with this low, and once it reaches this latitude right in this region right here, Long Island, southern New England, it'll stall out and tend to loop around and stick around for the next couple of days. Well, here's a kind of a close-up of the radar using a loop from the National Weather Service radar. It's situated right about in here in Mount Holly, New Jersey. Notice a lot of bands now of heavier precipitation moving from the southeast to the northwest. New York City is getting pounded with heavy rain and strong winds right now. Wind gusts today can certainly exceed 50 miles per hour along the New Jersey coastline and over Long Island. This precipitation pattern will tend to wrap around, and later today and especially overnight tonight, temperatures will drop again throughout the upper part of the atmosphere, and that will allow a lot of this wraparound moisture to fall in the form of snow from later on tonight right into the day on Wednesday. And places just to the north and west of Philadelphia, for example, can certainly wake up to some snow tomorrow morning, and we'll have to monitor the wraparound snows here during the next phase of the storm that begins tonight once this the surface low passes by to the latitude of this region right here. That's when the colder air will wrap in on the backside of the storm overnight tonight and into the day on Wednesday. Well, let's now take a look at a few computer forecast maps for this upcoming event. This is actually from yesterday's European model run. I just wanted to show this because it shows the loop that is very likely to occur. The storm right now is situated right east of Delaware in this region right in here. It will ride up the coast and then tend to stall out and even loop around before moving back over southern New England. And over the next couple of days, once it stalls out, it will gradually weaken, but because of the roadblock in the atmosphere, will have an effect here in the I-95 corridor right through Wednesday night, perhaps even into Thursday, with some snow shower activity. Now, the snow showers can be mixed with rain at times, but during the latter phase of this storm, it'll tend to be more favorable for snow than rain, starting later on tonight, right through the day on Wednesday, and even into Thursday. But again, kind of an interesting loop. You don't see that too often. The GFS model we'll take a look at now does the same sort of thing with this particular storm track. And let's now take a look at the GFS model run. This is using last night's 0Z GFS model run from the Tropical Tidbits website. We'll look at 6-hour increments from this evening all the way to tomorrow evening. By this evening, that storm system is about a 999 millibar surface low right in this region right here, and the precipitation type is indicated by color here. The blues represent snow and the greens rain. This evening, still kind of a dry slot here depicted in the using the GFS model run, but that'll fill in. Again, this is the wraparound area we'll be monitoring. Let's now jump ahead 6 hours. And here we go, just after midnight tonight, and this is from last night's 0Z GFS model run. That low has pretty much stalled out right near Long Island. Notice blues showing up here pretty much throughout much of eastern Pennsylvania in the wraparound area, the cold conveyor belt part of this particular cyclone. And in fact, this is the time to start to be concerned with potential slick spots on the roads across eastern Pennsylvania. Again, we're talking primarily north and west of Philadelphia, but there can be some snow accumulations out of this later on tonight into the day on Wednesday. Let's now jump ahead another 6 hours. And here's the forecast map for tomorrow morning. Notice still an area of blue, in fact a little bit of a heavier area of snow in southeastern Pennsylvania as depicted by last night's GFS model run. By the way, notice this surface low pressure area moved absolutely nowhere in the prior 6-hour period. In fact, let's take a look. 6 hours before, this is right after midnight, and this is early tomorrow morning. If anything, it kind of looped back around just to the south. Let's now jump ahead another 6 hours. And here we go by early tomorrow afternoon. Still situated in the same general region right around Long Island, right in this area right here, and still some wraparound snows going all the way down into northern Maryland. This is early tomorrow afternoon. So again, the next phase of this storm is about to begin. Well, actually begins tonight with this colder air wrapping around, and we'll have to watch for this wraparound snow possibility from later tonight through tomorrow into Thursday. One final map I want to show is the predicted total snowfall from last night's North American mesoscale model. And here it is. This is the high resolution NAM model, 4-kilometer resolution. The total snowfall for this event, so this is by about Thursday morning or so. Again, a similar pattern to what we showed yesterday, with very little, if any, along the coastal regions. One other thing to keep in mind, it's still quite early in the season here. We're in early December, not even quite the middle part of December, so the ocean temperatures are still relatively warm, certainly warmer than they will be a month from now or 2 months from now, and that really has an inhibiting effect on potential snow right along the coast here. And the heaviest snowfall from this particular storm all the way in the interior sections of New England, all the way down across the mountains of Pennsylvania here. And that continues to be the general trend here, and we'll continue to monitor the possibility for some wraparound snows in the I-95 corridor for tonight and Wednesday, and even into the day on Thursday. That's it for now. For VencoreWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.